Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Aries the Emperor here, back with another general reading for the Aries Collective. If you are new here, welcome. This is an all Aries channel for all Aries placements. Cross watchers are welcome as well. Please take in mind that this reading may or may not resonate with everyone, so just simply take what does, leave what does not. Place the gender roles where they need to be for you. This is energy. Energy is all fluid, okay? So we're going to jump right on in today. I did a reading a couple weeks ago, maybe a little further than that, and it was titled, This is What Is Being Said About You, Aries, every last word. So I kind of want to touch and do a part 2 on that today. So we're going to jump right on in. Thank you guys to those who have been liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your donations to those who book readings and shop the candle shop. The website is still on sale. I will leave all my info in the description box below. A lot of you have been reaching out, purchasing and asking questions. So don't hesitate. You know, if you need help purchasing anything, like I said, the discount will apply at checkout. Okay. All right, let's jump right on in. What is being said about my Aries collective spirit? And I'm talking about every last word. All right, not that we give a fuck, you know, but it is interesting. You know, it does fuel you, motivate you, you know, and it is flattering just to know. So let's find out, you guys. King of Wands, you're a fucking inspiration. All right, that is what is being said about you. You're someone who has always been a leader. I feel like that's being noticed. But at this time, that might be heightening for you in some way, shape, or form. I mean, depending on what you do in life. And this doesn't just have to be career-based. But I just feel like that people understand at this point here that you're someone who sticks to their guns, you know, and if need be, you're going to carry a big stick and defend yourself behind that. Very strong energy. I feel like a powerhouse is what people would have to say about you, whether they want to admit to it or not. I feel like respect is something people would definitely whisper about you, or is given to you when you're in a room, you know, in a room full of people. I feel like you're more known than you realize you are, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles here. I feel like there are things being said about you, you know, maybe people that don't share the same spaces as you anymore may still feel like they would like an opportunity to extend an olive branch or just a small token to have a conversation with you again, or just to bridge the gap to become a little closer to you. Is giving like 5 degrees of separation here. I feel like you are someone who has been moving, and I mean that spiritually, especially. This could be physically as well here, but just moving away, separating yourself and elevating further towards the light, whatever that means for you here, okay? And I feel like that's being noticed and that's being said about you as well here, okay? Oh God, my hair. Sorry, guys. We have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like what's being said about you is you are making your way, all right? You are having your way. I feel like it's being said that you are paving a lane for yourself, or for the people around you here. I feel like what's being said about you is you took nothing and, you know, you're able to turn it into something, or you have already begun to make that happen, or to make it come to fruition. And I feel like that's being said. One of the things being said about you, I feel like you're being respected as well from people who are older than you, who are younger than you, who come off as wiser than you here. But these are very teachable people as well here, who understand the process. And I feel like it's being said about you, there's a lot more secret support than you realize here. It may just be people are afraid to live in their own truths and in their own power and make a way out of doing that here. And I feel like I mentioned here, you're being respected for being able to be authentic and still chase your dreams, whether it's something small or big. Okay, justice here, Libra energy is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. We also have the Knight of Wands, which is Leo energy. And like I mentioned always, Leo is all about ego here, okay? This is upright. But I feel like people would say that you're someone who is a go-getter. You're someone who is very passionate and fiery. You're someone who is able to fire others up. And especially in a time where it feels like things may be out of order or hopeless. You give off a strength about you, where you're very purpose driven. So it comforts those around you, whether you know this or not here. And it helps them not feel so bad about themselves and to know, that life isn't perfect, but the thing about it is you keep pushing forward into your purpose. And I feel like that's what's being said about you here. You're being looked at in a positive light thus far. Six of Cups here. Like I mentioned here with the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, thank you for clarifying this, Spirit. But the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy, this is really deep. This is water energy. So this is emotions. And like I mentioned, I feel like there may be spaces that you no longer occupy. And there may still be faces in those spaces. And that may be the reason why you're no longer there here. But the feelings are still there. And I feel like they would still like the opportunity to say how they feel, or if they didn't get that to come across you the right way, rubbed you the wrong way, misunderstood you in any type of way. I feel like they're sitting in those emotions now and remembering and valuing you a little bit more now versus then, But sometimes it may be too late. The Magician, like I said, because you're on fire. I feel like it's what people would say, that you are touching the realm here of spirituality and physicality here. Like bridging the gap here, it may be something that's scary for others to see or something that's very different. Or you may come off as that type of figure here because that's what the Magician is. It's something that nobody's ever seen. And it's definitely somebody that's hard to keep up with. It's just like when you go do a magic show. You're sitting in the audience with your mouth wide open trying to figure out how the hell they made that tiger disappear. You know what I'm saying? And the woman pop out of the box on the other side. So that's a hard act to keep up with, collective. And for you to pop out in this reading here, this is Aries energy. You're Aries. Or you are Aries. So this is what's being said about you, that you are someone who did not come to play on any day of the week. And that's being recognized here. That's why this justice is at the bottom of the deck here, because you didn't come to play, you came to slay, and you came here to get what's yours. Nothing more, nothing less. And like I mentioned here, I feel like that's being very understood here. You about your purpose and you about your power, the power that has been invested in you by the gods above, i.e. the Magician here. All right, you are divinely selected, ordained, protected. And I feel like that's being noticed about you as well here, okay? You may be being looked at as a triple threat here, collective. That's what's being said about you. And I feel like people would rather kill you with kindness here. This is giving me an energy of if you can't beat them, Empress energy, join them. What's being said about you, like I mentioned here, is you vibrating on a status, on a level, on a pinnacle, reaching a pinnacle that has not been seen, or at least this is something that they're not used to seeing you in, a light that you are evolving into here. And it's paying off, like I mentioned, not just spiritually, but something that is elevating you physically here and attracting more abundance for you. I feel like that's what's being said about you. And like they say, new levels come new devils here. And with that come new obstacles. And look at that. The Five of Swords and the Moon card is right underneath that. I feel like our people are undermining you as well here. Upset that you are being put in a position that you're being put in, or that you are flourishing in something that is It's not something that everyone else is just able to walk in and flourish in here, okay? So just be mindful of that. I feel like more blessings are coming for you that are unimaginable. And the lovers here, yeah. So in that, that would be something that you need to protect here. I feel like people would say that there's something about you physically that has changed here. I feel like you still have people in love with you, and that still tell stories to try and link themselves to you. Now that they may see this glow up in you in some way, shape, or form here. And especially if they know that they're not going to see you again or get caught for some of the things. I feel like some of these stories might be fabricated as well here. But like I mentioned in the beginning, there's our relationships, people from the past here that may have fumbled the situation with you or just lost you as a confidant or a good friend here. And like I mentioned earlier as well, I feel like they're really feeling that and sitting in that. The games that were played, or the obstacles, the unnecessary things that were put up to make it difficult for you. I feel like there's a lot of regret regarding that now. We have the Three of Wands here and the Fool card, Aries energy. And the Emperor is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. I feel like what's being said about you is the authority figure that you are becoming here, and the title that you are accepting, or not just to say title, because like I mentioned, titles are not important. Okay. But with the Emperor, it's more of an energy. And this is something that has taken time. You know, the Emperor didn't just wake up in this energy here. This is something that he had to work for. And I feel like people are starting to respect your hustle or your work a little bit more, maybe even be a little bit intimidated by it as well. Okay. But at the same time, they're noticing how you're not paying any mind and you're just focusing. You're really, really, really focused. If there are 3 different major arcana Aries cards out here, and this is all of the 3 that will put anybody's name to shame. You know, Judgment here. The divine is right behind you every step of the way here. I feel like people would say every time you fall off, you get right back on the horse and ride off in the sunset and do it all over again. All right. That you are someone who, like I mentioned, you do not give up. All right. There is no option of giving up for you. I feel like people realize that, and you light a fire underneath their ass here. I feel like there are people here that secretly would like for you to mentor them or to be under your wing in some way, shape, or form. Or to be a part of your circle, or to be able to call you a friend. I feel like it's what people are saying about you, a lover. The Empress energy, you are someone who may be being put on a pedestal unknowingly as well here. And someone who I feel has been called the Fool and still the Fool, you know what I'm saying? But the way things pan out for you, I feel like people are saying that it's clear that God or a higher source is pushing through you or moving through you here. I mean, there is no other way to look at it, or from what I see here. You're the truth, Aries. Authenticity at its best. Invincible, supernatural, elegant, dreamy, eerie, malefic. And sometimes Justice came out. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Emperor, Justice, Libra energy. People would say now that you are the one with the options. You control who stays and who goes. Maybe there wasn't a time where it was like that. 8 of Cups, I can't make this up. Pisces energy at the bottom of the deck. You decide who stays and who goes. You know, you don't care how many cups are laid out on the table for you if you feel the need to walk away. Because the Emperor is the empire. You know, they're going to build their own thing regardless of what someone else has going on around them. You know, this is the energy of I don't need you, but I want you. All right, we have the High Priestess coming out, more Pisces energy. I would say that people would say about you that you may be a light worker of some sort here, or you may be someone that's into divination or tarot, or someone that gives off witchy vibes. I feel like they would also, there's a lot of things being unsaid about you. Like I mentioned here, it's just a level of taboo, but at the same time, respect. And they wouldn't dare fuck with you. You have the temperance energy at the bottom of the deck. This is Sagittarius energy. Yes, because I feel like people would like to put judgment on you, but at the same time, how are they putting judgment on you when they themselves are devilish and, no sin is no different from any other sin. Is a saying that I once heard to use as an example here. So I feel like it may be an energy of people pointing the finger or whispering behind your back about things that they don't understand, that you may have going on here. But at the same time, like I mentioned, they wouldn't dare say it to your face. And it's the way that you're doing it. It's like an elegancy about it here. Very cosmic, very earth angel, very down to earth, very humble, like is what I'm getting here. Okay. You're someone who is very generous, very fortunate. And at the same time, with spirit behind you, very powerful. I feel like that's what's being said about you, whether you know it or not. It's like your spirit team is like the dream team. Okay. They're undefeated. Sorry, this is way too many. It's what's being said. And I feel like people are also saying, what's so special about you? We grew up, came from the same place. It's just different. Knight of Swords, different opinions, projections. Thank you, Spirit, from individuals, like I mentioned, that don't even share the same spaces as you anymore. They can only speculate and whisper among the crowd. And look who showed up to the party. The devil himself. I've been waiting for you to pop up here. Like I mentioned earlier, there are negative things being said about you as well here. Projections, devil worshiper, you name it. I feel like it's being said here, but who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Seven of Swords, because they're still watching and they're still trying to figure out a way to stay in competition, and figure out the ropes, the reins of your ropes, or the ropes of your reins. I don't know how you say that. Somebody put it in the comments and correct me. But they're trying to figure out a way, manipulate and get find a way in, to figure out what you have going on so that they can run off and laugh and try and treat you like the fool again here. But I don't see that happening. That's what this gives me, the Fool card. All right, you minding your business, doing something that is not something that everyone else will be doing, going off of a cliff and trusting that your faith is going to catch you here. But you do have people that are watching and waiting to see if this goes right for you, and wanting an opportunity to come in and snake you. Okay, whether you realize this or not, this is plotting, is what this is here. It's fake love, because we have the Lovers here. And with the Empress energy, your energy is raw, it's innocent, and it's definitely one that at this vibration, it won't be tainted. I feel like you're so grounded, you're so developed at this time, within yourself and what you have, the work that you have been putting in. It's going to take more than a few devils, a few goons, and a few goblins, to come knock you off this throne. Just pay attention, If it's a show they want, collective, it looks like you're already giving it. That's what they're saying about you. You're level-headed. You're secure. You're taking in new opportunities. Your health is maybe the best that it's been in a long time, or you're becoming more health conscious, and that's showing on the outside as well here. You're muy caliente, collective, is what they are saying about you. Queen of Wands. Oh my God. I can't make this shit up. And I said that in Spanish. Thank you, Spirit. Did I not just say, I can't even say it now. Muy caliente. And look, the woman on fire herself, Aries energy, the Queen of the Wands, the I dare you to touch this fire and get burned. showed up. Thank you, Spirit. Judgment is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Just keep paying attention. And like I mentioned, it's going to take more than some goons, some goblins, some devils to knock you off this pedestal. Because what they don't know is a few of those goons and devils and goblins are where you came from. You know what I'm saying? The devil ain't always been the devil. He was once an angel, right? Not to say that, you're someone who is evil, but you're definitely someone who don't run from their demons. Look at this black cat. Not only is it taboo to have a black cat, but the cat's eyes are red. She don't look phased. That's what they saying about you, Aries. You're not phased. Why would you be? Okay. All right, I'm going to leave this reading here. The Emperor and the Empress is here, you guys, and the Justice card. This is so off topic. I see a major connection here. Intellectual. Valued. Someone's about to be in a relationship, you guys. One, are you already headed in that direction? This is so much chemistry here. And this is so many important people here. Maybe this is just the attention that you're going to be receiving here, I feel. But there's, like I mentioned, there's a lot of importance put on you spiritually and physically. And there's a lot of spiritual warfare as well here being projected onto you. So just beware. But this is what's been said about you. Every last word. All right. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me, guys. And I'll catch you later. Ciao.